So hello student friends, welcome to this 10th lecture of this digital electronics where we are into the conversion of one number system into another number system. And in last video we have seen the conversion of this binary to octal, right? Now when it comes to this octal number systems are represented with help of 3 bits. Okay, so we have seen here why 3 bits are used, and is referring to this equation n is equal to 2 raised to m, where n can be considered as the base of that given system, and then what this m requires to satisfy the given equation, right? So we have also discussed about this table, that how this table is formed, right? Okay, and we have seen few examples. Okay, so if you have not understood the table, we can once again go for this table. Okay, so we can take here. So as we have seen, n equal to 2 raised to m, so the base is 8 for the octal number system, and 2 raised to 3 satisfies this equation. That is why octal numbers are always to be represented with 3 bits only. Okay, and as we have seen, the base is 8. The symbols or the digits for this octal number are 0 to 7. Now if you remember one concept, that base of any number system, the first digit of any number system is always 0, starts with 0 and ends with base minus 1. Okay, so that is why we have this 0 to 7 digits for octal number system. Okay, so this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and as I said, 3 bits are used. Now since we want to convert this into binary, so we are going to take 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, these 3 bits, where 2 raised to 0 is 1, this is 2, and this is 4. Okay, now so as to form or convert this octal number into equivalent binary in this table. Now let us see this 6. Now using this 4 to 1, this system, how this 6 can be formed is 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so I have taken 4, I have taken 2, have I taken this 1? No, so it becomes 0, right? So 4 plus 2 is 6. That is why the numbers or this the bits which I have used, I am taking here 1, other are 0. Okay, so 0 requires nothing, 1 is already here, right? 2 is also already here. Okay, 3, how 3 is formed? 2 plus 1, 3, so I have taken 2, I have taken 1, so that is 0, 1, 1. 4 is already here, right? 5 is formed by 4 plus 1. 6 is formed, we have already shown here, this 1, 1, 0, right? And 7 is formed with all those bits we use. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, so 7 in octal is always represented as 1, 1, 1 in binary, always. Or 4 in octal is always represented as 1, 0, 0 in binary. Okay, now let us try to solve these examples again. So we have this, where the number is 1, 1, 0, 1. So 1, 1, 0, 1 point 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now when we want to convert a given binary number into octal, binary number into octal, it is asked to make a group of 3 bits. Okay, so this is the integer part and this is the fractional part. Now while making the group of integer part, we need to move to the left of this octal point, and in the fractional part we need to move to the right of this fractional point. Okay, so now moving to the left side, we have this 101. This forms one group. Okay, and then we are left only with one bit. Okay, now I can add here the remaining bits. I am falling short of 2 bits, so I am adding this 00. Now adding this 00 will not change its value. As I said, if I have 50, so 50 is as good as 50, right? So this becomes one group. Now 001 means 1 and 101 means 5. This we have seen in this table. So 001 is 1 and 010 is 5. Okay, so this becomes this. Then for the fractional part, we are supposed to move in the right direction by making 3 bits, a group of 3 bits. 101, this is one group, and now here we are left with 2 bits only, so I need to add one more bit here, which is always 0. Okay, so this becomes one group. So 101 is again 5 and 010 is 2. Okay, so this becomes the octal equivalent of this given binary number. Okay, similarly we can go for this very quickly. So 0.010110. Okay, so this is one group, this is another group. Now here perfect 3 bits in each group we have, so no need to add this. So 010 is 2 and 110 is 6, right? So this becomes 0.26 in octal. Okay, so this is how the binary to octal conversion takes place, right? So I hope this is more clear for you, this binary to octal conversion. Now as you understood this binary to octal conversion, on the same base we have this binary to hexadecimal conversion. Okay, now here as I said, for octal we use 3 bits. Now the process remains same, grouping of a bits, but here since this is hexadecimal, now here we have to go for 4 bits. Okay, so I'll go through this process very quickly. Make a group of 4 bits starting from the binary point in the integer part and fractional part, right? While making a group of 4 bits in the integer part, we have to move towards left, and 4 bits in the fractional part we have to move towards right. Okay, now while making a group of 4 bits in both this fractional and integer part, if you are left with 1, 2 or 3 bits only, means you are falling short of these bits to form a group of 4 bits. So if you are falling short, then you need to add the zeros towards left in the integer part and the 0 towards right in the fractional part. Okay, so just instead of 3 bits, now here we are going to use 4 bits. Otherwise the process remains same for this binary to hexadecimal conversion. Now let us see again why 4 bits for this binary, for this hexadecimal representation. Okay, so again n is equal to 2 raised to m. So what is the base for hexadecimal? It is 16, right? So n is equal to 16, so this becomes 16. Now what value of m should satisfy this equation? So 2 raised to 1 is 2, which is not equal, right? 2 raised to 2, which is 4, still not equal. 2 raised to 3, 2 cube is 8, not equal. Now 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 4 is 16, right? So this equation satisfies this equation, right? That is why the bits in hexadecimal are always represented, or the digits in all hexadecimal are always represented with help of 4 bits. Okay, so let us try to fill this table. Now you will clearly understand this table. So 0, how 0 is formed? Nothing is used here. This is 0 0 0 0, right? How this 1 is formed? 0 0 0 1. Okay, so we can write down here, this is 1 2 4 8, right? How 2 is formed? 2 is already here, so others are not used, so I put here 0. How 3 is formed? 2 plus 1 3, so this is 1 1, and these are 0. How 4 is formed? 0 1 0 0. 5 0 1 0 1, because 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 0 1 1 0. 7 0 1 1 1. 8 1 0 0 0, because we have 8 here. Have we used these bits here? No, so we are taking 1 0 0 0. Then 9, how 9 is formed? 8 plus 1 is 9, so 1 0 0 1. Now how this A means 10 is formed is 8 plus 2. Now this is 1 0 1 0. 11, how is 11 formed? 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, so this is 1 0 1 1. 12, 8 plus 4, 1 1 0 0. 13, 1 1. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 14, 1 1 1 0, because 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14, so we have not used this bit, this becomes 0. How 15 is formed? Now here everything is 1 1 1 1 1, so this F means 15 is all ones, right? How is it? 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14, 14 plus 1 is 15, so everything is 1. Now if you remember, in our 5th lecture we have seen this table, and I told you that in the next upcoming lectures we'll actually try to draw this table by ourselves. So this is how we have created this table. Now, so as to practice, you can yourself try to complete this table. If you have understood these concepts without looking on a plain paper, you can try this. That is very easy and simple. Now these concepts will be required in our next chapters also, like when we will be studying the gates or combinational or sequential circuits. Okay, so I hope this table is very much clear for you. Now let us try to solve this example. So the question is, convert a given binary number to its equivalent hexadecimal. So the number is 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. Now here we are supposed to make a group. Now since this is only the integer part number, we need to move towards left side of this number to form the group of 4 bits, right? So 1 2 3 4, this is 1 1 2 3 4 and 1 2. Okay, So if you refer this step, while making a group of 4 bits in integer part and fractional part, if you are left with 1, 2 or 3 bits in some cases, complete the group of 4 bits by adding 0, right? So this is integer part, so in the left side we are supposed to add the required zeros, right? So looking into this table, let us see what is 0 0 1 0. 0 0 1 0 is 2, 1 1 1 1 is F, and 0 1 1 is 7. Okay, so the equivalent, binary equivalent is 2F7. Right? Very easy it is. Let us consider this second example. So we have this 10,110.00101. Now here we have both integer and fractional part. So for integer part, move towards left of this point, and for fractional part, move towards right from this point. Okay, so let us see. Now here we are supposed to form group of 4 bits. So this is 1. Now here we are falling short of 3 bits, so I'll add 0 0 0, right? So 0 0 0 1 means 1 here, and this is 6 here. Okay, so you can see 0 0 0 1 means 1, and 0 1 1 0 is 6. Okay, now here moving to the right in this fractional part, these are 4 bits. Okay, and again we are falling short of 3 bits. So 0 0 1 0 is 2, and 1 0 0 0 is 8, right? So this becomes 16.28, the hexadecimal equivalent number of this binary. Right? So we can even, let us try to verify this with help of calculator. Now if you know how to find with help of calculator, it is good, but if you don't know, let me explain this in this video lecture. So if you have this calculator 991MX, now there are different calculators, this type of engineering calculators available in market. Okay, if I get some other calculator, I can explain that, but right now I have this calculator with me. So here you can see, just click on this mode button. You will find different modes available here. One is this COMP, second is complex, and then if you move here, then we get SD, REG and base. Okay, so we require this. So when I click this 3, now you can see here, this is hexadecimal. Okay, so we can check this. So this is binary, you can see here 10110, right? This is binary, and if I try to convert this into hex, I am getting this 16. Okay, we can go for this example also. I need to first put this in binary. So it is 11011110. Okay, so this is in binary, and if I try to convert this into hex, it is 6E. Okay, so let us see, these are 4 bits, right? This 1110 means 14, which is E, and these are 4 bits, so 0 1 1, and if I add one more 0 here, so this is 6, right? So this is 6E. So this is how we can verify this with help of calculators. And now if you want to come back to our regular calculations, again I need to go for this mode, and I need to press 1. So I come back for my this regular calculations on this calculator. Okay, so I hope these calculations or this conversion, binary to hexadecimal conversion, is clear for you. Okay, so we have covered 6 types of conversions. First, considering decimal to other, like decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexadecimal. Then considering binary, we have seen binary to decimal, binary to octal, and binary to hexadecimal. Okay, so as of now we have covered these 6 types of conversions. I hope you are getting some sense of this, how these conversions are, the calculations of these conversions are. Okay, now you can take this, just refer the question papers and just see in that question paper how these questions are asked. And if you have questions from this our covered bits, then you can even try to answer that questions. So that will actually boost your confidence, right? So in the next lecture we'll see the next type of conversion. Now we'll consider octal number system, and we will try to convert given octal number in decimal, binary, and hexadecimal. Now one thing again you have to remember is, since it is an octal number, it is going to be represented with help of 3 bits. Okay, so again you can take this as an assignment to you yourself, trying to complete that table. 0 to 7 its binary equivalent, and then 0 to 15 its binary equivalent, right? So this is all for today's this video lecture. Stay safe, stay happy, and have a nice time, have a nice e-learning. Thank you.